to First Pages YA Edition. I'm Crystal Gates, the Executive Director here at Lehman Public Library, and we're so excited that you've joined us for another of our popular virtual programs. And if you've watched any of these before, you might have seen me read a little bit about the Raven Boys. And so here's another YA title that if you are a fan of the Raven Boys, you will probably like this one as well. So this one is called The Devouring Gray, and it's by Christine Lynn Herman. And it's about 3 teens and the gray. And I'm going to start with Justin's perspective just to get you into the book. You're going to be hooked. Chapter 1. After they found the 3rd body that year, Justin Hawthorne knelt in his backyard and prepared to hear his future. His sister May dealt the deck of omens face down on the grass between them. The all-seeing eyes on the backs of the 5 cards stared emptily at the canopy of trees above. Justin's skin prickled as he studied their irises, white like the eyes of the dead. He hadn't seen the latest body, but the remains of the corpses spat out by the gray always looked the same. Eyes bleached the color of milk, the rib cage inverted, bones slicing through bloated skin like antlers rising from the body's back. That sounds disgusting. Let's keep going. I don't have to ask the cards. May's voice didn't lend itself well to gentleness, but she was trying. Justin hadn't asked for a reading since he failed his ritual. She knew how much it had cost him to ask now, because it should have been him commanding the deck of omens, him wielding his family's abilities and protecting their town. Yet he was helpless, a rotten branch on a healthy tree. The gray had grown bolder this year, luring victim after victim into its world, where the beast hungrily awaited its prey. Justin had believed, foolishly, that he would be able to stop it when he came into his powers. But he had no powers, and now another man was dead. Justin wouldn't sit idly by as others died. Powers or not, he was still a Hawthorne. He would find a way to keep 4 paths safe. His fate lay in the cards. "Show me," he said. May shut her eyes. May had read his future dozens of times over the years, for fun, for practice. He had never seen her look so shaken. His gaze darted to the spread of cards between them. The 8 of branches was centered, of course. That's Justin's card. It only took him a second to understand May's distress. Her card, the 7 of branches, always sat at his left. But this time, it wasn't in the reading at all. Instead, a card he'd never seen before was nestled beside his. The art was sharp and vivid, a figure standing in the gray, ringed by trees. Its right hand was shrouded in shadow. Its left hand had been stripped down to the skeleton. The Founder's lullaby rang through Justin's mind. "Branches and stones, daggers and bones," May said flatly, pressing the edge of her polished fingernail against the wood. Her hand was trembling. "It shouldn't, I must have..." "We both know you don't make mistakes." Justin couldn't tear his eyes from the card. "So tell me what it means." "Fine. You'll find a way to help the town, but the process is muddled. You've got the knotted root, a series of choices with no good outcomes. Pair that with the shield. It looks like you'll try to mediate, as usual. Probably the 3 of daggers' fault, because Isaac is always screwing up somehow. You can't pretend it's not there." The card between them almost seemed to glow, even in the shade. Flesh and bone entwined, a braided line between the living and the day. "Tell me." "It's the Saunders family. They're coming back, and I'm telling Mom, and you're not telling anyone. Not even Isaac." Wait. What does any of this have to do with me helping 4 paths?" May's pink headband was askew. For a sister, that was disheveled, but she didn't even seem to notice. "I'm not completely sure I understand, but you'll have a chance to make a real change in 4 paths once you're here." For the first time in his life, there would be a real member of every founding family in 4 paths. He would be a part of that. He would have a chance to change things, to help. Justin believed this. He had to. The deck of omens had told him so, and unlike the Hawthorns who used it, the deck of omens couldn't lie. Oh my goodness, don't you want to read it? It's so good. You're going to love it. And I'm so excited that You can check this out on curbside here at Main Branch or through Argenta. Just sign in, put a hold on it. We'll pull it off the shelf just for you, call you and set up an appointment, and you can come by and pick it up. Talk to you next time.